Russia breaks single-day COVID-19 death record after shunning vaccination.
Here's a summary of the article.
On Thursday, 40,096 new infections were recorded in Russia. Russia has recorded nearly 8.4 million coronavirus cases and more than 235,000 deaths since the beginning of the pandemic, though independent experts say authorities have downplayed the severity of the pandemic. Moscow shut down non-essential services for 11 days on Thursday. Moscow's sprawling metro network was slightly less busy than normal on Thursday, with many passengers not wearing masks, local media reported. The Russian army was to set up a COVID hospital in the Moscow region amid the surge in deaths, officials said. Mr. Putin last week ordered a nationwide paid holiday between October 30 and November 7 in a bid to reverse rising infections, and Moscow authorities followed suit by ordering the shutdown of non-essential services in the capital from Thursday. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Thursday that authorities were not yet planning to make jabs mandatory for everyone, despite the rising cases and low vaccination rates.
This post received a score of 2,300, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The author describes 33% as almost 1 in 4, and this bothers me.
They also describe it as 3-to-1 ratio of unvaccinated to vaccinated. If the vaccination rate is 33%, then 3:1 is wrong. 3:1 would mean 25% of the population is vaccinated, 75:25 equals 3:1. In this case the ratio is 2:1 equals 66:33.
In Russia, COVID-19 troll farms infect you.
All that anti-vax fake news they're spreading in other nations is coming back to bite them in the ass.
Blowback's a bitch. COVID-19 status is used by Russian government for political purposes. Thanks to our government playing games, people now associate vaccines with those political schemes rather than actual healthcare. Government fails to prove that vaccines are good and/or persuade people to do it for their own health. Now government cannot do direct enforcement, but doesn't have anything else.
Glad you got over the COVID okay. Breakthrough cases are quite common with any of the vaccines. The vax skepticism seems endemic across all the Eastern Europe, former Soviet states. It must have got to the point now where there are very few people who have not lost a family member or someone in their circle of friends. And yet the movement persists. Is there a tipping point that would flip that mentality, do you think, from recent efforts? Or is it literally going to have to burn through 60% or 70% of the population with all the casualties that entails for the unvaxxed, survivors or not?
I am from a former Sioux country. When the government has fucked with and your ancestors for long enough, my family was sent to concentration camps, then yeah, you are never really going to follow their advice. Plus, the fact that they censor any discussion about side effects and so on, doesn't inspire any confidence and makes you think they are hiding something worse.
Russia sowing. Haha, fuck yes, this is awesome. Russia reaping. Well, this sucks. What the fuck?
Reapering.
As we have seen among the religious fools of America, this is the very natural and wholly predictable response to refusing vaccination. Once again, I find I can muster no real sympathy for the self-chosen victims. The refusers did not give a thought to their own families, kids, and loved ones. Why should I? I do care about the damage they are doing to others, including their own families, but I care not a bit about the refusers who kill themselves with their arrogance and ignorance.
They are not the villains here though. They are victims of propaganda pushed by right-wing media and politicians. To look down on them is very ignorant, as no one is truly immune to propaganda.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.